back to my channel every day with SK. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed, people, subscribe, press that button below. And yeah, so this is a new video on final year hashtag moving forward. And I have just finished my degree of 3 years and I'm officially qualified as a biomedical scientist. And guys, it's been a mad 3 years. Like, how I got through, hey, let's just say it was the Lord. No, it was the Lord who helped me through. The first thing that I want to talk about is regret. Like, literally, there's just been so many times when I'm just like, oh my gosh, how did this happen to me? You know, literally simple stuff like making sure that you print off, you know, your assignments and like in good timing, so that when you do hand it in, there is no, oh my gosh. And I feel like when you dwell on what you didn't do, when you dwell on the past, it just hinders you from moving forward into your future. Instead of really looking back and hindering yourself, just think to yourself, how can I actually just improve for the future? How can I take on the things that I didn't do in my final year, the things that I didn't do over my degree, and just apply it to the next stage of your life, whether you're doing postgraduate study, maybe you're doing a master's or a different degree, then it's like a fresh new opportunity to do all the things that you want to do in your first degree and apply it to that. Maybe you thought to yourself, oh my gosh, like I've only learned how to study, like you've just learned some new techniques for revising, for studying. Then, you know, those are stuff that you can take on board to the next degree, to the next thing. Like, you know what, a lot of the stuff, it's not too late. It's never too late to, you know, to do the thing that you wanted to do. Maybe you want to do a language on the side. It's never too late for you to learn the language that you want to do. Like, it's so funny how as you go along the years in your degree, after each year you realize that you have much more capacity than you realize. And so for the next step of your life, whether you are doing another degree, whether you're going for a job, whatever your decision is, you can always learn from your mistakes. They don't have to be regrets. They can just be improvement notes for the future. So I think that's a good one. Hey, the next thing, number 2, is stay in your lane. Now, for me, this is something, hey guys, I've had to learn the hard way. And what do I mean by stay in your lane? This means focus on what you need to do. Focus on you and forget about the rest. Forget about other people. Now I'm talking to those of you who are about to go into your final year. If you want to apply to be student rep, go ahead and do it. Or if you feel like, you know, you need that extra help with your studies, get that help. Do it. Don't allow the thoughts of other people when they say, oh, like, what's the point in you doing that? I don't see the point in this, don't see the point in that. Like, you need to get to a point where you're so grounded in your decision making that nobody else can shake that decision. You know, you need to weigh up for yourself. If there's a decision that you need to make and you're not certain about that decision, then you weigh up the pros and the cons of that decision, and feel free to confide in someone who you trust. But that is it. Like, and it's just a reminder to just focus on what you're doing and forget about what everybody else is doing. You know, each one of us are doing different things where we're learning at different points in our lives, and when we start looking towards what everybody else is doing, so whether maybe you're with you and a bunch of your friends are revising, and maybe some of them are chilling whilst you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much revision to do. Like, it's so easy during those moments to think that you can relax as well, but it's so important for you to remember what is it that you're doing. Remember your goals, remember what you've set out for yourself, and do it. The third point is mainly for those who are in their final year right now, and I would say a tip is, well, a lesson that I've learned is to maximize your time. You're not just paying for your degree, you're paying to use the resources and the facilities that are provided from the university. Throughout our year, we had lots of opportunities to attend seminars to help us in dissertation preparation, to help us with careers, and they even run throughout the year. So even when you finish your degree, they're still running seminars on it. So I definitely encourage you to maximize your time, like whatever time that you've got to be able to attend one of these seminars, or to use the study rooms. Like, don't waste your time. A final point that I want to say is, finally, don't worry if you don't have all the answers. Like, if you get to the end of final year and you realize you don't even want to pursue the degree that you're to pursue the career that your degree would lead you to, or if you realize that you actually want to do a different degree, or if you realize university is not for you, or maybe you want to work instead, or you want to do voluntary work instead, there is nothing wrong with that. Don't allow the pressures of what everybody else is saying that you should do, what everybody else is doing, to determine what you're doing, you know? Like, I know a lot of my points today are linking together. It's very hard to separate them, to be honest. You're not going to have all the answers by the end of this final year, and you might think this is one way that you want to go, and when you're applying for those jobs, it could be easy and it may be difficult, but it's okay. Can I just encourage you, it's okay if you don't have all the answers. And to my fellow believers out there, people, what's up? Trust in God that, you know, He's got a plan, you know, He has a plan. So actually spending time with God, praying and asking God, what is it that He wants you to do? Asking God to just be confident in the will for your life, and He will direct your steps. And whether you believe or whether you don't believe, like I know my God has got you covered. I know that, like, you may be worrying about your life, you may be worrying about the next step, but God says it in His word. Don't worry about your life. Don't even worry. Like, He takes care of the birds of the air. So if He takes care of the birds of the air, like, look at us. Come on, He will take care of us. That doesn't mean that we should sit at home and be slobs and do nothing. Put that faith and put those words into action, and we will see the result. That's it. That's all that I've got for you guys for now. I hope that this has helped you in some way. I just want you to know you're not alone, you're not by yourself. At the end of the day, it's all gonna work out, it's all gonna be okay. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do what you wanna do, man. As long as it's positive, please keep it positive, keep it real, and I'm gonna see you later.